Let's look at the societal norm of the educational process. Starting at 3 to 5 years old, children begin schooling. Kindergarten through 12th grade is full of general education classes with little personalization and customization from student to student. And due to this lack of customization and personalization, students are all taught the same thing in the same way and don't have any chances to explore or pursue their own interests. Throughout and following high school, students are strongly encouraged to, and sometimes forced by their parents, to immediately go into college. Now, let's look at some statistics regarding higher education. According to Bill Gates, approximately 45.2% of students dropped out of college in 2017 without getting a degree. According to the US Department of Education, approximately 30% of college undergraduate students during the year 2011 to 2012 switched their major within 3 years of starting college. Now, this goes to show that some wrong decision was made from between all of these students that forced them to drop out or switch their major, whether that be the location of their school, their major that they chose to pursue, or something else. Of course, there are some benefits to continuous education that people will argue, such as less likely to forget the information that you've learned already, but there are other options, one of which I would like to discuss with you right now, which is a gap year. The so-called gap year has numerous benefits. The first benefit of taking a gap year is something that some of you might have already thought about: money. Taking a year off can be used as a chance to freely work a job, save money, and gain very valuable work experience moving forward. Sure, many students during high school work a part-time job to save money, but being able to work during a gap year without the added stress and responsibility of school makes saving money much easier and feel more rewarding. As we all likely know, the net cost of attending college is massive, from tuition costs to living costs, and of course, those ridiculously overpriced textbooks. According to Axel Schmidt in 2017, over 44 million Americans collectively held more than $1.4 trillion in student loan debt. I'm not saying that saving money during a gap year is going to help you pay off all of your college debt or anything like that, but it will help you pay for some of the small costs and just personal entertainment that you will like to spend money on during college. Furthermore, job experience can be put on future job applications to make a resume much more appealing. And according to Jeff Benson of the Community for Accredited Online Schools, a year spent volunteering, traveling, or interning is something potential employers value. Learning how to save money and use it responsibly during the gap year is also a very, very valuable life lesson. Working a job and learning more about oneself during a gap year may also help change the career path that a student will decide to follow. The common question that young students are asked is what they want to be when they grow up. And over time, this answer usually changes depending on the experiences and interests that the person will gain. According to Ethan Knight, executive director and founder of Gap Year Association, most gap year students are reporting to having a clearer sense of purpose in academics and life, less burnout, and better job prospects. And what this shows is that gap year students are more likely to choose a career path that they enjoy and will feel more fulfilled with themselves moving forward. Personally, I first attended Binghamton University as a computer engineering major, but I ended up dropping out and am now a game software development major through Baker College Online. If I had taken a gap year to fully evaluate myself and my own interests and which college to attend, I would not have wasted valuable time and money at the wrong school and pursuing the wrong major. The final benefit of gap years that I would like to discuss is burnout. Pursuing continuous education for 17 to 24 years is likely to make students more stressed and less interested in the major that they choose to pursue. As stated by Jeff Benson, it will never be easier to travel than when you're straight out of high school. New high school grads typically have few responsibilities, so it's a perfect time to take advantage. Traveling can be expensive, so it's important to keep this in mind. But if you decide to travel and work a job while traveling, you'll be able to learn more about the world and about oneself while also saving some money for college. To recap, I'd like to share the experience of one of my own family members. My aunt, who is one of the most successful people I know, took a gap year and worked in Ireland as a bartender. During her time as a bartender, she had many positive experiences, met lots of people and learned from their stories, saved money from working at her part-time job, and gained new interests and ideas about what type of career she would be interested in pursuing. She is now the vice president of a growing company, living in Chicago, married with 2 children, and largely successful. I wanted to share her story because she perfectly embodies the main points of my speech. Her gap year allowed her to work a job, save money, and gain valuable job experience. Her experiences and the people she met during her gap year shaped the career path that she decided to follow. Her gap year also allowed her to travel and pursue interests that she would not have otherwise been able to pursue if she had been attending college. I believe that if she had gone directly to college following high school, then she would not have been able to make it to where she is today and would not be as happy as she is now. So before deciding to just follow the social norm surrounding higher education, consider taking a gap year for yourself, and you might end up just thanking yourself for it later.